Hi boys and girls of St Patrick's. So today I'm going to teach you how to use um, an online drum machine called Drumbit. Okay, so what we do with this is we can make drum beats. Now I'm going to show you how we make a simple drum beat. That's the first task, and the second task I'm going to ask you to create your own drum beat, so make your own one up, compose your own drum beat. Okay, so the way it works is here you have the different types of drums. Now, this is an electronic drum kit, so it sounds a bit different to a real drum kit. And here we have the different types of drums. So a kick drum is another word for bass drum. That's a big round one that you use with your foot. Your snare drum, most of you would have seen one of those. Snare drum is like a small round drum which has these little springs attached to it to make a kind of kind of buzzy kind of sound. The best way to describe it. You've got your hi-hat. A hi-hat is that they are the two cymbals that sit to the left of the snare drum on a drum kit. All right. Now you've got closed hi-hat, excuse me, and open hi-hat. Reason why you have those is on a hi-hat you can open hi-hats with your foot. All right. So they make a different sound. So I'll show you that in just a minute. So next one, the toms. Your toms. Most drum kits have three different toms: a low tom, a high tom, and a low tom, a medium tom, and a high tom. They are the big round drums that sit on the top of the drum kit, and there's one on the floor as well. Okay, a lot of the time. If you've had drum lessons with me in school, you'd know this anyway, or you would have seen drum kits before, and you'll probably understand this. So we have a crash over here. Now a crash is another type of cymbal. All right, called a crash cymbal because the sound it makes is a crashing kind of sound. So what I'm going to do is I am going to press play like that. Now, at the moment, you cannot hear anything because I haven't put any drums in. So we're going to start with a bass drum. So first thing I want you to do is I want you to make this beat, and if you can record your drum beat for me in some way, that would be really great. Then I'll be able to hear it, and hear that you've done it right. So we've got the kick drum. So let's play that. Sorry. Right, now along here is all the different beats as they happen. All right, so it's looping, what we call a drum loop. All right, so wherever you put your drum in here, that's when it will play it. All right, so I'm going to put just a bass and a snare drum there to start off with. Okay, so we've got a basic drum beat there. So what I've done there is I've put a bass drum on the first beat, snare drum on the 5th beat, another bass drum on the 9th beat, and on the 11th beat, and I put one on the 13th beat as well. Right, now I'm going to add some hi-hats. And as I said before, we have two different types of hi-hats. So I'm just going to stop it for a second so you can hear what they sound like. You've got that sound, okay, which is a closed hi-hat. So what that would mean is the cymbals that have a little pedal I was telling you about, they go to the left of the drum kit. That would be with your foot on the pedal so that it is closed. And if you lifted your foot off of it, it would make that kind of sound. So here we go. Let's just put some hi-hats in, just along like so. Right, I have a drum beat. Right. Now what I want to do is that last one, I want to make that an open hi-hat. Okay, so that's the basic drum beat. That's what I'd like you to do for your first task. Alright. Now if you wanted to, you could change your drum beats in some way. You can change the type of kit. There's all these different kits here. So let's just try a different kit to see what they sound like. Let's try a jazz kit. Ooh. There we go. Now we have this thing here called tempo. If I increase the tempo, it gets faster. Let's go back to the original kit. Okay, so tempo is another word meaning speed. Okay, and this thing here that says BPM stands for beats per minute. Okay, so when you've done that, I want you to record it for me. What you can do is you can create another pattern here. So when you go click on the number 2 here, you can start your new pattern. So what I would like you to do is I'd like you to create that first pattern that I made. Okay, I want you to copy that exactly to show me that you can do that. And for the second task, I'm going to click on the next pattern, and you're going to make me a new pattern. Okay, could be anything you want. Okay. Alright, and that's basically it. That's the task I'd like you to do for the moment. Okay, this is called Drumbit. Now, Drumbit, the website is drumbit.app, but I will put a link to that in the description so that you can find that. You should be able to run it on your iPads and tablets and things like that as well. So, yeah, okay, good luck with that. Any questions, just send me a message on Seesaw. Okay, stay safe, guys.